Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. My name is Rebecca Ravenbird and today I am showing you my experience with this person who had a lot of Andalusians for sale. Oh my goodness, I had such an amazing time with this person. They were so kind. Their prices were really reasonable and they had a lot of beautiful horses for sale. Some of them were crosscoats, some of them were legacy coats, some of them were breeding uniques that I wanted. So I didn't actually record my microphone at the time of, this actual recording here, but I'm just doing a voiceover here. So anyways, so how did I find this person? Well, I was just, I had initially gotten on to just train my horses and then also catch a few horses to get some money. And then I just wanted to take a break from that, and I saw this person has, T7 Andes for sale in their market or something like that. I don't quite remember what their advertisement was. So then I saw them chat in the general chat, in the all chat, and I said, "Hey Mackie, would you be able to, come over to your island and then I could, buy these horses?" So basically what happened is they said yes, and we started talking in a private chat here, and I feel bad for them because it looks like the person they were trading with before they came to me, they left the game or something, or I don't know. I hope they didn't get scammed or anything, but yeah, just taking a look through this footage here, I know it's really laggy and I apologize, but yeah, this person has absolutely beautiful Andalusian cross coats, as well as some other really special coats. So here in this footage, you'll see me basically just picking out the horses that I wanted from their pasture and their stable. I had a little bit of trouble with the hashtags in the chat, but I think they understood the idea of it. But yeah, even before they came over, I looked at their barn to see what Andalusians they had, and I was just blown away, because as you've seen with my previous videos, the breeding sessions that I've had were not going super well, and so I wanted to make this person 50,000 tokens richer. That's basically what I said to them. I thought this rose gray thoroughbred was, is it a thoroughbred? No. Yes. I don't remember. The horse models kind of look similar to each other. If they're a quarter horse, paint horse, or a Mustang, or a thoroughbred. I get them confused a lot. Anyways, so yeah, here I am just picking out the next couple of horses here. I just kind of reared at them to show what horses I wanted. Their tack set, their accessories set was also really beautiful as well. My collection of tack and accessories is not going well. I really haven't been creating anything or buying anything. Mostly been focusing on collecting horses, and then once the collection of horses is in place, then I'll think about tack. They brought out a white Andalusian behind me here in this particular scene. I wanted it, but I had made my decision at that point, and you'll see later on as we continue that I run out of money very quickly, and either way, it was a lot of fun spending my money on these beautiful horses, and it's great to see another Andalusian collector out there. A lot of the community seems really focused on Arabians and Percherons and Clydesdales and Friesians, because those are higher tier horses, so I understand why they'd be so interested. But at the same time, finding and connecting with the community that is like you, where they, share the same horses, is great. So as I was trying to choose these horses, I kind of mostly looked at their coats and what kind of coats I wanted. I didn't look at their prices. They have prices over their heads, as you can see. So the one I just reared at was worth 10,000 tokens, but I was not actually calculating it to see oh, am I gonna run out of money before I am able to get the horses that I want? So here we go, heading out to the pasture. So they have a few nice ones. The thing is, I kind of felt bad, taking their legacy coats or wanting their legacy coats, because legacy coats are pretty unique and rare and valuable in this community. So I was like, I don't know if I want to take any of this, what is it? This Appaloosa right here on the right is a legacy coat, and then I don't remember which other ones were next, but yeah, it was kind of interesting trying to communicate with them which horses that I wanted. So this Pearl Sabino with this light chestnut mane and tail was really pretty. Been wanting that. I do have a breeding pair ready to make a Pearl Sabino. So I have a Pearl, and then I have a chestnut over Sabino thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's a Clydesdale, I think. So I would have had that ready to breed if I didn't already, find it first. Here I go, having more trouble in the chat once again. This Northern Lights Andy, I wanted that one too, but I kind of already have two of them already. So I felt like I didn't really need another one. It would have been better, honestly, if I had just, gotten Fade Dye or something. But I also think that Northern Lights Andy wasn't for sale. Now that I look at the footage as I do this voiceover, it didn't have a price tag over its face. So anyways, the next one I wanted was this gray brindle. I ended up liking it with the white mane and tail. Even though I don't really like its legs, I kind of grew to like it. And here in this particular scene, their sunset fade Alcotique is on the roof. I thought it was a pretty interesting place for that horse to go. It's like a secret hiding place or something. So anyways, here we go. We pick up the gray brindle and we're gonna make our way over to their market stall. And it was actually really, really nice and surprising that nobody really came over to the market stall. Like I thought people were gonna kind of swarm over. But we did have one person, and you'll probably see later on. But in terms of like, how sometimes people have big auctions and there's lots and lots of people. Yeah. Oh, I just noticed in this clip right here that I think they have the buckskin Sabino. Dang, I wish I had gotten that, but it's okay because the horses I got, you will see, I think were worth it. Like I said, I also spent pretty much all of my money here. I spent 50,000 tokens and I was left with like 300 or so buying these horses. And meanwhile here, I actually pick up this red roan blanket, and I think that's an island unique coat. So I got that, and it might as well buy it, right? It's an Andalusian, it's a nice coat, and they would have needed to clear the stall anyways to start, giving me the horses that were for sale anyways. So yeah, here is what I say. My philosophy is buy now, ask questions later. So basically, if you can afford it and you can grab it right then and there, you just grab it right then and there. You don't wait. You don't wait for it or anything like that, because you never know if it'll just be gone. Okay, so the first horse here, and now you'll see what I was talking about. I think this is the Blue Roan Overrow coat, question mark. I'm still trying to get used to the coats here, but as you can see, I'm trying to click and make it, so where I can buy now, right? You see it says minimum bid and then buy now, but when I inspect the market stand, or click on the market stall, it only says for me to inspect it. So this is what I was talking about, like my game was lagging really bad or something like that. See, only now it says buy now. So I have to like refresh it every single time that they put a new horse in, so that way I can actually buy it. So I don't know if that's a normal thing or if that's a bug or if it's just like a cooldown or something, but yeah. See, now it says minimum bid and buy now, but then as I click on the market stall, it only lets me inspect it. So I suspect that there's some sort of cooldown, and I even asked them later on, I think, is that a normal thing? And they weren't sure, so I don't know if it was a bug or if it was just something, a cooldown, who knows? If you guys know if this is a normal thing, please let me know in the comments, just so that I know. My guess is it makes sense that there's a little bit of a cooldown, so that way people don't just like, if it's like an auction or something, they don't just buy it now and completely sell out the horse before people have a chance to look at it and place their bids and stuff like that. So yeah, that's probably it. Okay, so I picked up the next horse, which I don't remember what it was. It looked like the Chestnut Sabino, I think. Okay, yeah, so here's where they say, not that I'm aware of, other than the main wait time, there's a timer, yeah, so I don't know, but at least, like I said, nobody else was coming to the market stall where they could just, like, steal it from me. Not that they would have been stealing. I mean, if they have the money, they would have rightfully been able to purchase. But at the same time, we had negotiated these sales here, and yeah, I was, kind of purchasing them. Okay, up next is, I believe this is the Palomino. This is the Alcotique's Palomino coat on an Andalusian. I don't remember what the mane and tail was. I think it's a white mane and tail, but yep, that's the Palomino. And here's where that person comes in. They said they were going to wait for that person to leave before they did anything here. And I'm glad they They actually ended up leaving, I think, because then I would have lost a Palomino coat. Palomino, the Aquatique Palomino coat is really nice. I've wanted that one too, but I prioritized the Palomino Mustang coat before I did the Aquatique. My Aquatique, I think, is in my storage anyways, so yeah, here's where they said so they can't buy it from you. If I had lost that horse, I would have been sad, but I mean, I still came away with some other really nice horses. And anyways, here's where I say, you know, I thank you so much for offering these sales at really nice, reasonable prices. Because normally, you know, for some other types of coats, they would be up in like 100,000 to even 1,000,000 tokens. It's insane. But yeah, I was in budget for all of these horses, and yeah, very appreciative of all of them. I'm glad that we could, you know, share our love of the Andalusians here, and all of these horses are going to a good home. I'm not going to be trading or selling them, as far as I know. I don't think so. So here we go. This is our liver chestnut overo, I believe, breeding unique coat. If I ever do more breeding and I end up with a duplicate, then of course I will, you know, see how that goes. So otherwise, these are just, yeah, I'm really excited about all of these horses here. So here they say we're on the last two. So this one and then the pearl that they say. And then they bring out a little blue roan. It's so cute. I believe this is I don't know which blue roan it is. Either the perch roan coat or the, is it the Mustang? I think it's the Mustang Blue Roan or something like that. But I've wanted the Blue Roan for a while as well. And it comes with the Ols Black mane and tail color, which I was not expecting. What I want really is the Blue Roan plus black mane and tail or white mane and tail. But Ols Black is very nice as well. It's a natural faded color. So yeah, I told them, you know, let's see how much money I have after the pearl coat. Before I consider the Blue Roan. But in any case, beautiful coats. I would have wanted to see their whole collection if they would let me, but it's not as if I would have had enough money, you know, to buy them. So yeah, I might make a follow-up video after this and kind of redo my Andalusian collection, but here we go with I believe this is the Pearl Sabino coat. Light chestnut mane and tail. So the nice thing about these coats was that none of them were over 10,000 tokens. I don't think. I don't quite remember. But yeah, the fact that none of them were like massively overpriced was amazing. I think this is a, you know, well-intentioned person. Obviously, if you have something like super duper rare, yeah, you're going to want to price it pretty dang high. But yeah, the fact that these were under $10,000 and under, yeah, I was really surprised and I was really happy about the purchases. Okay, so then they said for the Blue Roan, they were going to do 6,500 tokens for that. And like I said, my philosophy is buy now, ask questions later. So even if I was thinking like if it was overpriced or not, if I have the funds, just get it. And then they brought out this horse. I don't know if it was a dark bay or a black horse, but it was really interesting because it was a light chestnut mane and tail. The black Andalusians, I'm not as open to getting all of their mane and tails on. So really, I just want a pure black Andalusian or a Andalusian with a white mane and tail. Palomino is like, okay, I have a couple of them, but really I prefer the black with black or white. And then they corrected me here because apparently it was the gray brindle that they forgot about, and I forgot about it too because we were just in this rhythm of getting horses. But in any case, I think I did get the Blue Roan anyways. So yeah, the gray brindle is the one that they were supposed to put in as the very last horse, and I guess the Blue Roan was a bonus. So here we go. There is that gray brindle. Yeah, it grew on me. The gray brindle grew on me. I do wish the shading again was a little bit different, but seeing it with the white mane and tail, it looked really nice. And there we go. I have completed that transaction for the gray brindle. So they say they have too many horses in my inventory. It's hard to find things. Yeah, I'm going to be in the same boat as them pretty much, but probably to a lesser extent. I assume they have a couple hundred extra slots open where they can store horses, but for me, I wasn't even checking my storage inventory. I really got to sell some of my market horses, either through the market or just selling them through Larry, so that way I can expand my real collection. But anyways, So I told them here I'm officially out of money. So I only had 3,000 tokens left. And I didn't want to take up more of their time if most of their horses were over like 5,000 tokens or so. So I would have been out of budget. But then they actually reply and they said that they might have another horse that they could do for 3K. And the horse that they brought out, it was really, really surprising. And yeah, I just want to say thank you again for your generosity. You really didn't have to do all of these horses, but I thank you anyways, just because, you know, my collection, I'm really happy with this collection. Yes, make that money is what I said in the chat here. And so here's the foal that they brought out, and I go ahead and inspect it. And the thing is, they said it's a legacy coat. And so it's a Palomino legacy. I don't know what horse that coat originates from. And then here I say, I'm like incredulous, like 3,000 tokens for a legacy coat? Like, no way. Like, those are easily like way more than that. You know, at a minimum. That's what I was surprised about. And so they ended up replying here and they said, you know, because pretty much I had bought so many horses already, I'd happily do 3K. So that was very, very generous of them. I just wanted to highlight, you know, the really nice members of the Wild Horse Islands community here. So thank you so much for allowing me to purchase all of these horses, as well as, you know, some of these really kind of rare coats, especially on this breed. So I said, yep, you might as well drain me. You can price it at 3.3K if you want and leave me with 41 tokens. But they just priced it at 3,000 even. So again, I thanked them in the chat profusely for their generosity, and they said, I appreciate you. I needed to clear out the inventory anyway. So, you know, I happily let them dump their inventory onto me. I'm going to value these horses very much. It's funny, the last horse that they just brought out and started riding was the Rose Gray Andalusian. I want that horse, but at the same time, I'm going to just try to work for it myself if I can't purchase it anywhere else. But in any case, I really like their tack sets that they have on this horse. But yeah, this was so much fun, dropping 50,000 tokens on all of these Andalusians. So thank you so much to Mackyraes. I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you so much to Mackyraes for this amazing Andalusian experience. And thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.